Moohead's rhubarb rum and raisin pie. Captain Hook's alligator claw.
What's the culinary occasion, Mrs. Piggle?
It's a birthday occasion, Howard. A double birthday at that. Yours and Egbert Moohead's.
Why, Mrs. Piggle, you're not going to make a fuss over me, are you? A 400th birthday's hardly a milestone for a tree. No need for any hoopla.
400, Howard? I could have sworn you were going to be 500 on this birthday.
My dear Mrs. Piggle, are you accusing me of fabricating? Shaving rings off my age?
Well, the ring of truth does seem to be missing, Howard.
The truth is relative, Mrs. Piggle. Remember that young chap, George Washington?
He was a truthful soul. He couldn't even tell a lie about chopping down that cherry tree.
Big deal. Did anybody ask the cherry tree how she felt? Oh, no. They just left her there, a goner, while they gleefully congratulated little Georgie Porgy.
Oh, Howard, was that cherry tree a relative?
Indeed she was, Mrs. Piggle. You see, when it comes to truth, my family wrote the book. In fact, my Uncle Horace was the book.
What a distinguished lineage you have, Howard.
Call me proud, call me shy, call me...
So, what age will you be on this birthday?
5 years old.
Give it up, Egbert. Can't do chin-ups.
I can too. I just can't do one right now because my arms are tired. I did 50 push-ups this morning.
Was that before or after you swam the English Channel? Egbert can't even take a bath by himself.
Oh, come on, guys. Give him a break. Try to remember when you were 5 years old.
Yeah, I bet you can't do half the stuff I can. Watch this. Hey, let me touch you.
Anyway, didn't you say your arms are tired from doing 50 push-ups?
Did I say push-ups? Deep knee-bends, that's what they were. See, my arms are fine.
There you go, getting your stories mixed up again.
But I can do chin-ups, and push-ups, and jumping jacks. I go bungee jumping. I go double barrel bronco bungee jumping. I go where the thrills are, where the action is. They don't call me Indiana the Moohead for nothing.
The old gray Moohead's good as he used to be, good as he used to be, good as he used to be. Yeah! That Paul Moohead's good as he used to be. Many
Police rushed to the scene today at Wigglesburg Elementary. They arrested this man, Norbert Wainwright. Authorities received a tip identifying him as the notorious jewel smuggler, carry catch thief. We interviewed the young man who blew the whistle on this renowned criminal. Egbert Moohead. We understand you have...
It's my grandbaby Moohead.
Yep, look at these.
These look like marbles.
Don't you be hornswoggled by that Wainwright varmint.
And there's a
That's what he wants you to think.
Don't be hornswoggled by that Wainwright varmint. That's what he wants you to think.
That's my boy.
Look at her under my crook-proof jaloptoscope.
Uh-huh. Tell us exactly where you found this evidence, Mr. Moohead.
In the sandbox over there.
I thought you said you found them under the slide, under here.
Did I say that? No, it was over there, and here, and there, and there has to be one right here, and there, and there, and there, there, here.
Rowena Grangebrush for International World News.
For a million friends, and call the world. What could that be?
Mr. Moohead, Your grandson is a menace to society. He is a pathological prevaricator.
Yes, sir, my boy does have a way with a whopper.
Indeed. His whopper almost landed me in the hopper. Furthermore, the authorities have confiscated my metal detector. Do you know what it feels like to be a chief inspections officer of playground standards and children's practices with no metal detector?
I know what that's like.
You lost your metal detector?
Nope, lost my cattle prod. It was during the stampede of '72. It was a fine, dusty Delta day. Kind of day makes a grown man wheeze. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning lit up the Oklahoma sky like the 4th, 5th, and 6th of July. And a clap of thunder came the lightning out like the devil poured out of bed. It started to rain buckets big enough to fill Paul Bunyan's breeches. The water was rising, the cattle was snorting and raging and running wild. I tried to stop him with my prod, but a wave came right up here, washed the prod out to sea. The herd was heading straight for the cliff. If I hadn't stopped them, they'd have jumped right into the Pacific Ocean.
What did you do? What did you do?
A bullhead thinks on his feet and in his saddle. It's a good thing I was packing my .45 caliber pearl handle umbrella. Yep, I've kept them 37,000 head of cattle dry as a cactus patch.
Yeah!
Wow, Gramps, you never told me that one.
Bravo! An American hero. I am in the presence of true greatness. I can feel it. Hey, wait a minute. There's no Pacific Ocean in Oklahoma. The state is completely landlocked. Moohead, you're guilty of misrepresentation, mendacity, and furthermore, you're not telling the truth. You're as bad as your grandson. Speaking of which, where is that half-pint, half-truth teller? Ah. Hold your heifers, Moohead. I am about to correlate the amount of your deception with the sum of your detention.
You mean I have to stay after school?
Definitely, you must stay 1 hour after school for every lie you have told.
Does that mean I have to miss baseball practice?
You might have to miss high school.
We shall determine the exact length of incarceration in a moment. Behold, my technologically advanced tabulator, the Wainwright Truthometer. Egad, they've confiscated my truthometer, too.
Oh, boy, looks like he's gunning for you.
Well, maybe I did get my story a little discombobulated. Maybe they weren't all jewels. Maybe some of them were gold. Yeah, solid. 360 for a carat.
I shall return. And when I do, truth and justice shall prevail.
Boy, Egbert, it's time to wrestle us up some reinforcements. We need help.
Yeah. Let's call the sheriff, the deputy, the posse. Let's call the cavalry.
I got a better idea. Let's call that pretty gal who lives in that upside down homestead, huh?
Mrs. Piggle Wiggle!
The moo of the moo head.
Shiver me biceps. I was just starting to feel a bird in me beak. Where are you going, matey?
Oh, I have to take a break, Blackjack. Why, look for my not truthful cure hat. Oh, I haven't used that chapeau in years.
The not truthful cure? Don't you think you're carrying this a little too far? It could have been a simple miscalculation of my ring.
I'm not going to use the not truthful cure hat on you, Howard. It's for Egbert Moohead.
I knew that.
But I have the utmost confidence that you will tell the truth about your age.
I will. I will. I'm going to be...
There's nothing wrong in feeling a little older, Howard, as long as you stay in shape. Look at me and my darling Mr. Piggle Wiggle.
Both look like teenagers.
Mwah. Exercise is the key. Mr. Piggle Wiggle never misses a day, even when he's at sea. He's devoted to that video, Burning Your Buns with Bluebeard.
He does run a tight ship.
If you feel young, you have no reason to deny your birthday.
Birthday? What? Birthday?
Come on in, Egbert. Front door's open. Entree, s'il vous plaît.
Wouldn't the front door be a more civilized method of entry?
The world has many front doors, Howard, but not many moo-heads. Hello, Egbert.
Howdy, Mrs. Piggle Wiggle. How do you like my new duds?
Très chic. The ultimate in cowboy couture.
Yeah, I'm a happening dude. My grandpa brought this outfit from Oklahoma, just like the one he wore to the parade.
Ooh, how lovely. It's always such fun to watch a parade. And I'm sure your grandpa enjoyed watching it, too.
Gramps didn't watch the parade, Mr. Piggle Wiggle. He was in it. He was a rootin' tootin' hero.
A cowboy hero, just like Pecos Bill.
Pecos Bill? He was petite potatoes next to Grandpappy Moohead when my Gramps saved the lives of a plain load of people. He told me all about it. He was flying a plane over Oklahoma, and all of a sudden he heard a bleep, and a plump, and a flump.
A flump? Oh, that's bad.
Darn tootin'. That jet and its 22,000 passengers were going down fast.
22,000? That's a lot of passengers.
It was a jumbo jet.
Oh, I see. And what did your grandpa do then?
He saw the white light, and he headed right towards it.
The white light? Do you mean that
Yeah, he was heading right behind a flock of seagulls. And Gramps leaned out the window and lost them all together. And Gramps landed our plane on the beach, as soft as feathers. 50,000 passengers saved, not a scratch on them.
Oh, bravo! A moohead marvel. But, Egbert, when this happened, did you say that your grandpa was flying over Oklahoma?
Yep. Okay. L-A-H-O-M-A.
Yes, but, Egbert, I don't think that there's a beach in Oklahoma. There, you see? Absolutely landlocked.
Oklahoma? Oh, yeah. Maybe it was in Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Sometimes I get my stories kind of confused.
Yes, that's a very serious problem, Egbert. But I think I have the perfect remedy right here. Something to keep all your stories organized.
A hat? Wow, a hat pack! Look at all those pockets! Cool!
Pouches, pockets, compartments, alcoves, folders, bags, cottons, cases, containers, cubby holes.
This is great! Now I won't forget which doors is which. No more mix-ups. A chin-up bar. You do chin-ups?
Of course, I always keep my chin up.
Me too. I do 120 chin-ups every day.
Ooh, that's a doozy. Way to go, Egbert.
You mean this is mine to keep?
It's your story, isn't it? I'll just put it right in there.
And I'm just getting warmed up. Lots more stories where that came from. Too bad you don't got a rowing machine. I used to have one, my own custom rowing machine. But one day, I rowed so hard, I rowed right out of the house, around the block, into the lake, past New Jersey, all the way to New Zealand!
New Zealand? That's far.
Yep, my dad sent his private plane to bring me back. There's no room for the rowing machine, so I just left it there.
Ooh, wowzers. A rowing machine and a private airplane? That's a doubleheader.
And I got lots more stories where those came from.
Pete ahoy! Pete ahoy!
Pete ahoy. Excuse me?
Like the time I did the Moohead Moonwalk on MTV.
Hey, Pete!
Special delivery from Mr. Piggle Wiggle.
What is it, Pete?
Well, it's a rowing machine. Mr. Piggle Wiggle picked it up at a garage sale in New Zealand. Sounds like the not truthful cure in action.
Egbert Moohead. Prevaricator extraordinaire. I can't wait to see what he cooks up next. Egbert, I am going to make you a birthday cake. What is the best cake you have ever tasted?
How about hot chocolate chili tuna cake?
Let's see. Chili ice cream. Chili soup. Chili taffy. No, I don't see it.
Oh, you won't find it in a cookbook because I invented it.
Well, that sounds splendiferously spicy and sweet. Do you think you could whip one up for us?
Well, see, I used to make it a lot when I was living in South Philly. I mean South America. Hot chocolate chili tuna peppers were all over the place in Chile. But you can't get them here.
Egbert, guess what I got from Mr. Pickle Wiggle last week?
Hot chocolate chili tuna peppers, right?
Isn't that sweet? And with perfect timing. Now we can try out your hot chocolate chili tuna cake.
But, Mrs. Piggle Wiggle, I may not know all the ingredients because the last time I made it, Oh, what the heck? It's a president's favorite dish. It's a vice president's favorite dish. And the last time I made it, they gave me the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Oh, are you sure you want this one, Egbert? That story pack is getting very heavy.
I told you, Mrs. Piggle Wiggle, they're not heavy. They're my stories that I'm going to carry them wherever I go.
Blending, baking, make a cake. That's the way to do it. Put a little dash of this and a little dash of that. Chocolate tuna peppers too. And something you'll never find. Attention! Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Egbert Moohead, birthday boy and pastry chef extraordinaire.
Amber, what happened to you?
That is one cool looking knapsack, but don't you think you overpacked?
What's in it?
Rocks. Fetlock Windsproggle, that is a brilliant deduction. That is exactly what is in there.
Aren't rocks kind of heavy to carry?
Nope, they're not heavy. They're my stories, and I'm going to carry them wherever I go.
Speaking of stories, what's the story on that cake? It looks interesting.
It's hot chocolate chili tuna cake, my own original recipe.
Hot chocolate chili tuna? Ugh, sounds gross.
Egbert, you made it, so you ought to taste it first.
Won't want it. Sure.
Is it good?
No.
No?
It's better than good. It's the best, most delicious thing I've ever eaten in my whole life.
Egbert, another scrumptious story. Bon appetit, everyone. If it's good enough for Egbert, that's good enough for me.
No, Mr. Piggle, stop! Don't eat it!
But you said it was the best thing you'd ever tasted.
I lied.
What did you say, Egbert?
I said I lied.
Oh, my.
Mr. Piggle Wiggle, I don't want to carry this story. I don't want to carry any of them. This isn't a pack of stories.
It's not.
The truth is, this is nothing but a pack of lies. I never realized how much lies weigh. They're heavy. And this cake is worse than awful. It's the disgustingest, most horrible thing I've ever eaten in my whole life. And I never did 120 chin-ups. I never even did one.
Yeah! Right on!
Grandpa! And I never won the Indian Apples 500. I never even won the 200. All I've got is a big wheel in my dad's tool shed on a permanent pit stop. I'm on empty. That's it. I'm free.
Hey, not so fast, Egbert. Yeah, there's more rocks in here.
These aren't lies. This is a story my grandpa told me.
Yep. These are mine, all right.
They're the whole truth and nothing but orthograms.
Well, sure. No, they're not the truth, Egbert. I've never flown a jumbo jet. I've never flown anything but a little kite, and not very high. I never saved 37,000 cows from a stampede. I've never even seen a cow. I'm a disgrace to the Moohead clan. Fact is, I can't do much of anything.
That's not true, Gramps. There's one thing you can do better than anybody I ever met in my whole entire life.
Don't tell another whopper, Egbert.
It's not a whopper. It's the truth. You're the best grandpa in the whole world.
Well, thanks, Egbert. I guess when it comes to being a grandpa, I do sit pretty tall in the saddle.
Hey, you know what? I feel so light, I bet I can do a chin-up now. Maybe I can even do 10, maybe 20, maybe...
How about 1, huh?
I'll try.
Come on, Alex.
All right.
You can do it. Come on, Alex.
Come on.
You can do it. Come on, Alex.
The moment of truth.
Didn't we just have that moment?
Now the whole world shall know that Egbert Moohead is guilty of bearing false witness against an innocent man. Did you, Egbert Moohead, tell the police that I was a jewel thief?
I guess I did.
Just as I suspected, he's telling the truth.
What an amazing gadget. Did you design it yourself, Mr. Wainwright?
Absolutely.
Mr. Wainwright, don't eat it!
Why is it that only the kids get the goodies round here?
I guess hot chocolate chili tuna peppers don't agree with him.
I reckon pride is the hardest thing for anyone to swallow, Mrs. Piggle Wiggle.
Amen to that. Ta-da!
Finally, something good has come out of this blasted birthday business. Hot chocolate chili tuna cake, prepared in my own individual cupcake. Oh, I'm positively teary-eyed.
Howard, I thought the hot chocolate chili tuna cake was a bit pungent tasting, so I made you a nice plain vanilla cupcake.
Mrs. Piggle Wiggle, hot chocolate chili tuna cake happens to be my favorite. But did you ask me? Oh, no. You were too busy multiplying rings to discern my deepest desires for my birthday wishes. This is the icing on the cake of a demoralizing, depressing birthday.
Oh, Howard, I've been doing a little research. You are experiencing classic symptoms of a midlife crisis. It's apt to make one a little out of sorts.
Midlife? 500 years is mid-millennium. We're not talking out of sorts. We're into major misery here.
There is a cure.
Oh, please, not a hat.
Not a hat, Howard. A hug.
A what?
A hug.
Oh, Mrs. Piggle Wiggle, nothing could be better than being in the middle of anything with you.
Happy birthday.